Welcome to the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. I'm your host, Cuyler Dunn, and I'm joined now by Cardinals girls basketball players Parker Long and Jayla Erpelding after the team's 48-41 victory over Parsons in the substate semifinal. And overall, what were your thoughts on the win?
I'm just really glad we got the first win of substate. I mean, it means a lot moving forward, and it just brings energy to the next game.
I'm just so proud of everybody and how we finished our seniors, especially our career, out on our home court. I feel like we represented well, and it was just really fun.
Yeah, kind of had quick starts in both the first quarter and the third quarter. What was key to kind of getting some of those leads there?
The first quarter was just definitely coming out strong, like immediately, and then we kind of fell back during the second quarter. And so we talked in halftime how to pick up the energy and how to do better, and we came out strong the third quarter.
I feel like we've always been pretty consistent coming out in the first and third quarter. Just like first quarter, it's always like just us being super hyper, and then third quarter, it's out of the locker room because we're usually in trouble because we didn't perform in the second quarter. So that's probably why that happened.
Well, and like you both mentioned, kind of some cold stretches to follow those runs to let Parsons back in it. What was kind of the mindset on things you wanted to improve at halftime to kind of help make sure that you guys could come out with a win today?
Definitely just having strong energy. I mean, we wanted to end the season undefeated on our home court, and we definitely, if we lost, that would have been our last game. So that's pretty motivating for all of us just to play again together and have another opportunity to play together this Friday. So definitely just like positive energy, just wanting to get to the next game.
Like Parker said, our team is like extremely senior heavy, so it's just a motivator just to know that could have been our last game. But yeah, last game on home court, so.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, last game on home court, defended home court really well this year. What did it kind of mean to you guys throughout your careers, and especially this year as seniors playing here at home?
Yeah, it just meant a ton. We've played on our home court for 4 years now, and I'm just proud of all of us. And our home environment is so great, and everyone really comes alive, and it's just a lot of fun.
It's just a bittersweet moment because, I watched, like, upperclassmen, like, from years past play on this court before I was in high school, and then we played all 4 years on it, and it's always just, like, a very surreal moment when you're on that court and just the crowd's going crazy. It's like you were in that crowd at one moment, and now you're there on the court.
Yeah, close game, back and forth in the last few minutes. What was kind of the mindset to make sure you came out with a win tonight?
Just definitely competing. I feel like we just kind of, slowed down and we weren't competing and giving as much effort as we could have, and definitely just being aggressive offensively and defensively. And one of our main things was rebounding. I know that's what we struggled with, and we just really worked on trying to box people out and get those rebounds.
Parker said like everything I was going to say, but like competing and rebounding, basically, yeah.
Well, yeah, and kind of obviously both of you seniors had a lot of people step up and make some big plays when it was needed, some free throws, some three-pointers. What is kind of your mindset? What's going through your head when you're facing those high-pressure moments, trying to make sure you can make a big play?
It's definitely nerve-wracking, but, you have the support of the team behind you, and you always got to support your teammate, and you just have to have confidence in those moments.
I think our team chemistry is really helpful in those moments because, I don't have to, rely on myself to, make the big play. Yeah, I want to, but, I trust my teammate to do it as well.
Yeah, and Friday, head on the road to Miege, obviously a really tough opponent with a chance to go to state. What's kind of the mindset as you look at them and what they bring to the table?
They bring a lot to the table. We played them 2 years ago. They're just a phenomenal team, but I think we definitely, if we just go out and compete and give it our all, that's what matters mainly. And we just want to finish competing really well and hopefully get to state if we compete our butts off and just have that positive energy.
We've got nothing to lose, and I think, we play better when we have nothing to lose. There's no target on our back. Everyone's betting on Miege, so I think it's very motivating for us to go in there and, have a chance to beat them for sure.
This is the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. Kaw Valley State Bank, Eudora's community bank since 1899. I'm Cuyler Dunn, reporting for the Eudora Times. Welcome back to the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. I'm your host, Cuyler Dunn, and I'm joined now by Cardinals girls basketball coach Brandon Parker after the team's victory over Parsons. And overall, what was your thoughts on the win tonight?
It definitely had its moments. Some good moments, some moments that weren't as good. I thought when we played loose and just looked to execute, I thought, we did some really good things, especially defensively. But then we played some moments where we were tight and looked like we were playing, trying not to lose, and we didn't execute real well. And then when we didn't do that, they hit some big threes and a couple second chance points and got them in the game, got them the lead, and so we had ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, like you mentioned, we could start with the good moments. Both of the halves came out on pretty strong runs to build up some leads. What did you kind of see from the team that you liked there?
Well, we started out the game the way we wanted to, with defensive pressure and putting them in situations that made them uncomfortable, and we did. And we were getting turnovers. We came down. I think we were up 8-0, and just kind of rolling and playing basketball. And then I don't know, we kind of turned the key, and all of a sudden became a little timid and a little quick on our shots, and we were kind of settling before we were really looking through that zone a little bit. And then they hit. I mean, the one girl hit a 3 from the Cardinal, and so game on. Here we go.
Yeah, what was kind of the message to the team at halftime, just kind of about that ebb and flow that you mentioned? What did you want to see from them to really solidify the win?
We keep it pretty simple. From an X's and O's standpoint, it was pretty basic was what we wanted to do, but it came down to got to step up and play better. I mean, I challenged all of them, our seniors. This is their last game. We got to come out and give a better effort, especially on the boards. And so we came out, in the third quarter and started doing that, but then we kind of had a lull again. And so it kind of was that all night. Luckily for us, it ended on a high cycle. But Parsons played really hard, and they hit some tough shots and definitely kept them in the game. So they did a nice job.
Yeah, you mentioned this earlier, but a big key, that full court pressure, generating a couple turnovers. And Jayla Erpelding was hounding people out there. What was did you see from that you thought helped the team out?
Well, we wanted to. I mean, we wanted to make them have to make decisions that they weren't comfortable in so we could get transition buckets. And that's how we started the game. And we had some different looks in that second half that looked very similar to that, where we wanted to force them to be uncomfortable. And when we did, typically it put us in a good position to either score or get fouled or have a really good look that maybe just didn't go in. But defensive pressure was going to be our main focus tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned ebbs and flows. Had a couple players kind of step up and make some big plays. Had a charge, had a couple steals there at the end, a three-pointer by Bryn. Those kind of moments, what do you see from the players that you see that they want to win the game? What do you see from them there?
Well, I have no doubt that our kids want to win. It's important for them to finish undefeated at home and move on in the playoffs. It's a matter that each of them kind of had their plays where they stepped up and they made, and whether Bryn hitting, a 3, whether Jayla had a steal, Yoder got to the bucket, was able to get to the foul line. We had some good looks. I thought Parker did a really nice job on number 13 for them tonight also, and she's a 1,000-point scorer, and she and Hannah Keltner both did a really good job of limiting her touches.
Yeah, obviously a close game. Came down to the wire. What did you kind of see? How were they able to end it on top? Just doing little things. We didn't allow so many offensive rebounds, and so their second chance points were less, and we were contesting shots, executing a little bit better offensively, but we got to the line and were able to control the tempo a little bit more in that last 3 minutes, and allowed us to be at 5 team fouls and shoot some free throws just to kind of keep that lead building slowly. I mean, we were okay from the foul line, but right now it was good enough to maintain the lead. Yeah, Friday you'll head to Bishop Miege, take on the number 2 seed in the region. What are you looking forward to in that matchup?
Well, we have an opportunity to go out. We have nothing to lose. Bishop Miege is arguably the best team in the state, any class, and they've shown that from their wins. So we need to go out and make sure we're going to, get prepped here the next 2 days, and we need to come out with a competitive spirit and heart that I know that we have, that we showed last Thursday against Hayden. And those girls got to know that no one's going to pick them. No one's going to pick them to win. And so we've got to make sure that we come out and make sure that we don't leave a court regretting that we could have done more. If we do that, I'll always take my chances with our kids. We love them, and this is an opportunity that is before us, and we're looking forward to another chance to play together again.
Yeah, thanks, Coach. This is the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. Kaw Valley State Bank, Eudora's community bank since 1899. I'm Cuyler Dunn, reporting for the Eudora Times.